Starfall.
Hey guys, Nick here with Starfall Sabers. I've got another saber reveal for you today. This is a dark side themed saber, kind of styled off the Sith Empire. Okay, so this is the latest finished build. This is a commissioned piece, and my customer wanted leather wrapping, laser engraving, and just kind of a dark side Sith feel for his saber. When I had asked him kind of what he wanted for the leather wrap, he wanted the Sith Empire logo. So again, Vader Head, hand tooled and hand dyed and wrapped this beautiful leather wrap of the Sith Empire logo. It's real solid and nice to hold. Now my client also wanted his initials laser engraved, so you can see that here. We've got SAL on the saber. So leather wrapping, laser engraving, you can really personalize your saber and just make it truly custom to you, something that we offer, which is pretty awesome, because if you're going to have your own personal custom saber, why not have it really something that no one else is going to have, something that's personal to you. It really adds that nice touch. So I'll take you down, starting from the top. The emitter here has it's kind of two little horns here on there, just give it a Sithy kind of look. And you'll see when it's on, these vents will allow some of the light to come through, which gives it a nice effect. Blade retention screw. This is running a PRIZM board, PRIZM version 4. So you got the red, blue, or red, green, royal blue, white tricrete. Moving on, and also you can kind of see this brass underneath that shows through, which kind of adds a nice layer. You have your power button here. Right now the kill key's in, so it shuts off power to the saber. And this is a machined button that I made, button cap, for the momentary switch. I like the way that turned out. And this is a little control box with your auxiliary button right here. And then of course you have this nice laser engraving. Give you a nice close-up of that. And then the beautiful work of Vader Head for this custom Sith Empire leather wrap. Moving on down, you have this nice aluminum alternating red and silver anodized pommel section, and the speaker grate here. So to fire this up, you'll pull the kill key. This is also where you will then charge up your saber. Now I've noticed with the PRIZM board, when it gets low on power, it kind of acts funny. You'll notice it'll be activating the swing sounds kind of non-stop. So just make sure that the saber is nice and charged up with the included smart charger. So let's go ahead and put a blade in here first. Don't mind my test blade, it's kind of beat up. Tighten it down with the blade retention screw, just give it a tug here. And we'll pull the kill key.
The dark side.
Don't lose this, because when you're not using the saber, when you're storing it, this card does not have a deep sleep mode, so you want to put that in there when you're storing it. And you have your power button here. Flash on flash. Right here is your auxiliary button. You tap it for blaster box and hold it for a blade lockup. And you can also gesture with while holding or while tapping this. While you gesture, you'll get a force effect. It's kind of like a Sith lightning sound. Now you can cycle through the sound fonts with this, and while the kill key's out and it's off, you push and hold the auxiliary button until it beeps at you, and then it'll cycle to the next sound font.
A man can have anything if he's willing to sacrifice.
This is the Old Republic. A nice orange amber blade color on this one. Now on each sound font, if you tap the power button and the auxiliary button at the same time, you can cycle through all the different colors. And then if you shut the Saber off, it'll remember that whatever color you were on, that's the color that you've assigned. So you just tap. So let's say you wanted blue to be the color here, powered off. And whenever you switch back to the sound font, it'll remember that blue was the color assigned. And it'll remember it. But if you didn't want that, you can always just cycle back through. Back to red. Okay, cycling through. We have Vader. And I think, again, each sound font will have a force gesture or force effect. Again, you gesture with the Saber while tapping the auxiliary. So that's kind of like a, Vader force choke there. So now what I'll show you is how to get access to the SD card. So you can change sound fonts and edit the color of the color profiles that are loaded on the card. Most likely you'll never have to do this, but if you ever get bored with what we've preloaded on here, you can tinker with it. So always you want to put the kill key in first. Shuts power off to the Saber. So it's just a best practice, safety precaution. So this pummel here, this screws off. And you have a little pressure fit speaker chassis here. So you just kind of drop that out carefully. And that's okay to let that dangle. Now if you look in here, your SD card is right in there. So you carefully, you could use a thin profile like X-Acto knife and just very carefully pop that out until it clicks. It'll pop out at you. And then you can use a pair of needle nose pliers, carefully take that out. You can put it in your computer, download new sound fonts from saberfont.com. Message me if you ever have trouble with that. I can walk you through it. It's really easy. But there's a couple different things. You want to format the card and just some other things to make sure it works properly. And of course, we're dealing with microelectronics, so always be real careful when you're working with this. Now, if you notice that little port there, that is your R.I.C.E port. R.I.C.E stands for Real-Time Internal Configuration Editor. You can adjust sensitivity, different settings on the Saber, and you can also change your color profiles. Again, I'll provide links for how to do that. And you would need a R.I.C.E cable, which you can order from the custom Saber shop, as well as download the drivers and all that. And again, you can follow the links to for instructions on that. Now, when your speaker, you go ahead and just pop it back in there. It's okay that it's loose fitting because this is going to pressure fit it against the coiled wires. So usually with this, you want to kind of counter turn it first. Make sure the threads are lined up. There you go. And seat that down like so. Doesn't need to be super tight. You have a little snug. Pull the kill key, make sure everything's still working. Alright, so this has been the latest custom build that we finished. Also, Vader Head also did the install on this as well. So he's been doing a great job, and we are plugging away on these commissions. So make sure you guys subscribe so you won't miss all the different reveals that we're going to do through the end of the year. And again, thanks for following us on Instagram at Starfall_Sabers, and make sure you give Vader Head a follow as well on Instagram, which is at Vader.Head. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.